Good evening, family and friends. Welcome to Purple Pansies' 11th Annual Fundraising Gala, Seed to Harvest, Nourishing Our Community. My name is Taylor McCauley.
And my name is Magen McRoberts, and we are with Auction Event Works.
Yes, it is an honor to be with you as your host this evening. We are coming to you live from Cork and Glass Wine Shop, and we want to thank each and every one of you for taking time out of your Sunday to be with us tonight.
Now, we understand that tonight's gala looks a little different compared to previous years. And although we would love to be together in person, we are so grateful that we still live in a time where we can stay connected, even despite being in the middle of a pandemic, to fight against pancreatic cancer.
Exactly right. But Megan, that's not going to stop us from hosting a wonderful evening for our guests tonight.
That's right.
Now, we hope that you'll be both inspired and moved as you learn more about pancreatic cancer and how Purple Pansies has responded during the COVID crisis, as well as to share how to continue to support our mission. And now, even though we are here from Cork and Glass, we want to assure that we are always putting safety first. We are socially distanced, and everyone here is masked up, so we want to make sure that everyone is healthy.
That's right, Taylor. We're not going to let a pandemic stop us from supporting the amazing work of Purple Pansies.
That's right.
But one thing Taylor didn't mention is that we have a big announcement to make in just a few moments.
Yes, you're right. Well, I didn't want to share all of the exciting news right off the bat.
Understood. Save me something good to do.
Exactly.
But before we get started to that announcement, I want to give you a heads up as to what's in store for you tonight, so you know just what to expect. As Taylor said, we are indeed live right here at the Cork and Glass. We are looking at a command center of screens so we can see your donations and your auction bids, and so I can give you a shout out when you donate. I'm going to do my best to acknowledge you throughout the night as your donations start rolling in, but if for some reason I happen to miss your name, please know that we do so appreciate your support tonight.
Yes, and we won't be mad if you give more than once, should you feel so inspired.
Which we've already seen some people have, which is amazing. We're going to call you out in just a minute. So now we're going to tell you a little bit about how you can support tonight. First and foremost, in case you have any technical challenges, don't hesitate to call our tech support line at 855-882-8826, which you'll see the number right here listed on the screen below us. Now, upon registering for the event, you should have received a text linking you to our mobile bidding portal. If you haven't already, go ahead and click that link so you can stay engaged with us throughout tonight. We've made it super easy for you to give, so listen carefully because Taylor and I are going to tell you exactly how to interface with us, and these next steps are very important.
Yes. So first off, you can donate anytime by simply opening up that GiveSmart link and clicking on that Donate tab right on the homepage. You can then choose one of the pre-selected amounts that feels comfortable to you, or if you don't see an amount with enough zeros, you can always customize your donation. Now, another easy way to give is to text the number 76278 and type PURPLE. Once again, just as it appears right below us, just follow those prompts and you're in.
That's right. And Taylor, we already have some donations that are coming in, so we're going to call you out. So Billy Morgan, thank you. We saw you donated twice. That was one of those, didn't see enough zeros, so decided to jump in and donate another. So Billy, thank you for donating $1,500 already. Don Lynch at the $1,000 donation level.
Thank you.
Maureen Lockwood, your $100 donation is greatly appreciated. Angela Mitchell came in at $7,500.
Wow.
And then Sherry Peak also donated $500. So all to you, if you're watching, thank you for your support.
Thank you.
Now, we also have a fabulous silent auction that will close at the end of the event exactly at 7 o'clock. And then we have our premier auction items that will be closing live in just a few moments. So let's tell them what we've got. We've got some pretty cool
competition going on.
I know, we've already seen the bidding happening. So, all right, first, we have a getaway to the Blue Ridge Mountains in a cabin for 7 nights. Now, today was like the first day of fall.
Yeah.
I mean, summer is gone, my friends. Sweater weather is here. So pull those sweaters out and bid on that package because we know you want to get away to the mountains.
I know there's no place I'd rather be with this weather outside.
That's right. Cozy up by the fireplace. I think it has a hot tub too. So make sure to check that out. Next, we have a very cool and unique package that consists of an entire year of date nights. I don't know. I could use like a mandatory date night every month at Casa Nova, right next door. I'm saying that because Casa Nova is literally right next door from where we are.
Now, I would love that, but I don't know about all that garlic bread if I can do that, but I mean.
It is delicious. It's hard to resist, so I'll tell you. We also have a 7-night escape to Tuscany in a gorgeous Italian villa. And here's the catch with that one: no expiration date. So whenever you're ready and you feel safe to travel, you can hop on that plane, get out of town, and escape to Tuscany. The wine will be waiting for you.
Italy's not going anywhere, folks.
That's right.
It'll be waiting right there for you.
And then one of my personal favorites, speaking of wine, we have a private wine tasting right here in Cork and Glass for 20 people with Pepe Fandora, who you're going to meet in a few minutes. And you can find these items by going into your GiveSmart portal and searching Premier, the Premier category, and check those out. Place those bids, put in your max bids, because we're going to be closing those in just a few moments.
Yes, definitely take advantage of that max bid feature. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce to you some of the amazing people in our community who have been touched by the mission of Purple Pansies. Let's have a look.
Even as COVID-19 remains in the news, pancreatic cancer still continues its attack on families.
Estimated that 57,600 people will be diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in 2020.
Pancreatic cancer is now the third leading cause of cancer death in the United States.
My father died of pancreatic cancer in 1998. After his diagnosis of stage 4, he died 3 months later.
Hello, my name is Donna. My mom died in 2001 of pancreatic cancer before she got to meet my daughter Lucy or get to know my daughter Anna.
Hi, my name is Maria Fandora. I'm the founder of Purple Pansies. I lost my mother to pancreatic cancer in 2007. She was gone in 3 months.
Hi, my name is Anna Allen and I'm an intern for Purple Pansies. I lost my grandmother to pancreatic cancer in 2001 and I love that Purple Pansies is helping people in the community who have had the same horrible loss that me and my family had to go through.
My daughter is Elizabeth O'Connor and she was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer in 2010.
Hi, my name is Bonnie Davis. I was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer in November of 2013.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth O'Connor and I am a fighter and survivor of stage 4 pancreatic cancer. I've been surviving for almost 10 years.
I'm Barbara Washburn. I'm a 3-year pancreatic cancer survivor. I appreciate all the work that Purple Pansies does for this disease. It raises awareness and it helps raise funds for more research.
We all need more organizations like Purple Pansies to bridge the gap, bring people together, and offer help and healing where it's needed.
Purple Pansies has allowed me to continue to watch my children grow up, continue to see my son play baseball, see my daughter continue to play basketball, and continue to go on family vacations.
Hello everyone, my name is Maddie and my dad had pancreatic cancer in 2015. He was one of the lucky ones who survived after having a Whipple surgery, and our life has not been the same since. We've had a lot of medical bills, we've had to say no to things, but the best thing of all is that my dad is still here. Purple Pansies found us this year and has helped us with our medical bills, and we cannot thank them enough. This wonderful organization raises money to fight for a cure and helps families like us. Please give if you can. Thank you.
Wow, what an awesome reminder that it's more than just helping one person, it's building up an entire community, one person and one family at a time. It actually reminds me of a great quote from Coretta Scott King. The greatness of a community is most accurately measured by the compassionate actions of its members. And with that in mind, there's no better time to thank all of our partners who made this virtual event possible tonight. So, of course, a huge thank you to our premier and presenting partner, Kroger, for all of the help and the work you have done with Purple Pansies over the last few years. Thank you to all of our champion partners, which includes Kraft Heinz, Corona Premier, General Wholesale Company, and a collective partnership from the Wine Group consisting of Chloe Wine Collection, Cupcake Lighthearted, and Cupcake Vineyards. To our advocate partners, E&J Gallo Winery and Coca-Cola Bottling Company United, thank you. To our purple partners, Metro One and Heineken, thank you. Also, a big thank you to all of our violet partners and our pink partners. And last, but certainly not least, our individual partners and supporters and volunteers. And I also want to acknowledge that many of our corporate partners chose to donate the meals that were included in their sponsor packages to frontline workers of our choice. I mean, isn't that just amazing? We couldn't do this without each and every one of you, so thank you all again. Now, I know back in 2008, this started as a small family and food-oriented event that was held at Casanova's restaurant. Now, I know we've grown over the years, but being able to share a wonderful meal with loved ones and friends will always remain a core value of ours here at Purple Pansies. So instead of you coming to us for a meal and a fun evening, we've partnered up with Casanova again and decided to come to you. Now, many of you purchased our curbside 4-course dinners with wine pairings for you to enjoy during the event tonight. So I am honored to be here with Pepe Fundora, manager of Casanova and the owner of Cork and Glass Wine Shop, and who also happens to be the son of Maria and Antonio Fundora. Pepe, we're so glad to have you here with us tonight. Now, could you just tell us about what our guests are enjoying for their first few courses tonight?
Yeah, of course. I just want to say thank you and welcome everyone for tuning in this evening. Our most popular appetizer that we're starting off with, if you don't already have a little bit of bubbles, I'd like to say cheers to everyone. So thank you very much. Is our ensalada caprese salad. So of course that's nice layers of mozzarella cheese, a little bit of basil, and then a little bit of greens from our farm, olive oil and balsamic. So awesome, great food.
Nothing better than a fresh caprese salad, man. Now, Pepe, I know you and your team have been working all day to prepare these meals. I mean, tell us a little bit about that. How many meals did you actually make tonight?
We made, for everyone to go, over 200 to go for 200 people. So thank you all for watching. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you're going to have a wonderful meal tonight. Just like our virtual dinners, thank you. But just so you know, that caprese as well, if you did want to have a little pairing with wine, is definitely have the Emelo Sauvignon Blanc from Wagner Family 2019 vintage. Why this wine? You get a little bit of bright acidity, you get a little bit of nice acid, so you got cut through with the fresh mozzarella cheese, that fat, so
nice crisp
super good
wine with that.
Yep. And then for everyone at home still watching, next course would be our lasagna al forno, just great soul comfort food. You got a great glass of Pinot Noir in front of you. Of course, you have a little bit of meats, ricotta cheese, fresh mozzarella cheese, a little bit of mozzarella on top with our homemade tomato sauce. So all of that. Great glass of Pinot Noir, Sea Sun, 2018. So also made by the Wagner family. So as many of you know, I love family-owned and operated wineries. So cheers to you guys on that.
Awesome. Yeah, I hear that lasagna is one of y'all's most popular dishes over there.
Yep.
Oh, man. Well, awesome. Well, man, if I wasn't hungry before, I sure am now. That sounds delicious. So I hope each and every one of you enjoy your meals and wine pairings tonight. Pepe, just save me a plate and a glass, and we'll get to it after the event, okay?
You got it, man.
All right, excellent. Now, Pepe, remember that big announcement Megan told us about earlier?
Yeah.
Well, if we could get a drum roll, please. I hear you out there. I am so excited to announce that we have an anonymous donor who's offered to match every donation that comes in tonight, dollar for dollar.
That's awesome. Yes. That's awesome.
Isn't that amazing? Yes. You heard that right, folks. So that means 100 becomes 200, 500 becomes 1,000, And 10,000 could mean $20,000 will go directly towards creating the next steps towards finding a cure for pancreatic cancer. Now, every dollar counts, folks. So whether it's 100 or 100,000, we cannot do this alone. But I believe collectively, we can come together and make history tonight. So what do you say? Let's see how high we can go, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome. And to kick our fundraising off tonight, we have a $25,000 donation from Jane Young. So, yeah, y'all can cheer. Now, folks, thank you so much, Jane, for your generous donation. We also have donations from Dolores and Jerome Johnson at the $1,000 level, and Derek Vantine, sorry if I mispronounced that, at $2,000, and Ann and Renee Valgoy at $250, Bradford Kinsey at $1,000. Thank you so much. And lastly, we have Coley Cotina at $1,500. Wow, that's amazing, right?
Awesome.
So,
awesome.
Thank you all so much. Now, folks, we do have people here that have real reactions and real emotions, and we are going to feed off that. So now we are so ready to dive into our meals and our event, and especially after that huge announcement, it only feels right to commemorate this with a toast. So, folks, grab yourselves a glass, because we'll be hearing from Tim Brown, president of Kroger's Atlanta division. But before we hear from Mr. Tim Brown, we have a quick message from our friend over at TGen in Arizona, who by many of his peers is said to be one of the leading physicians in actively fighting against pancreatic cancer. He is none other than Dr. Daniel Van Hoff. So please enjoy.
Cheers, everyone.
I was lucky enough to get to know Howard Young. Howard said, Dan, there's somebody who really wants to help, and you've got to meet her. As soon as you meet Maria, you know that she's serious about doing something against this disease. Loved her mother, lost her to pancreatic cancer, and worried about other friends and family, and wanted to do something about it. TGen was founded by some people who wanted to make a difference for people with many different kinds of diseases, central nervous system, Parkinson's, dementias of all kind, but in particular also cancer. Our emphasis here, of course, in this laboratory and in our clinical work is pancreas cancer. At the beginning, it had the worst survival of any tumor type, incredible challenge, and we thought we had the tools here at TGen to try to find targets in the disease. And that has proven correct. Of the 4 drugs approved that improve survival for patients with pancreas cancer, we're very proud that we were pivotal and did the pivotal trials in 3 of those new agents. It definitely improves survival for patients. But pancreas cancer has been such a tough area with not many successes that it's pretty hard for people to go and do those clinical trials. That's why support of foundations and organizations like Purple Pansy, and mostly the drive of somebody like Maria, is so important. Because of Purple Pansies, we now have regimens of therapy that shrink patients' pancreas cancer between 83 and 91% of the time. We never thought that was possible. Purple Pansies have helped in that effort. They funded the clinical trials to get us there. The question is how can we get to 100%? And that's why I'd like to welcome you to my kitchen. What we're doing is taking the biopsies from patients who got that response, but we want to get it 100% response, and we're trying to take apart that tissue to see what's left. And you'd say, well, Dan, that's obvious. They must be tumor cells. But no, there's a few tumor cells. But there's also scar tissue that actually feed the tumor cells. What are they feeding them with? And then there's also a person's immune system. And we used to think they were fighting that tumor, but some of these immune cells have gone rogue, and actually they're feeding the tumor cell. We know them now as macrophages. So what we're trying to do now is sort the cells, what's left, how can we kill them to get a complete response of the patient's tumor. We're very excited about that. And then we'll take what kills those remaining cells and get it right away into a clinical trial. That's our goal here for this next year. What Purple Pansies does is enable us to get these best laboratory ideas right away into patients in need. Here, if we want to make advances against disease, we must move these laboratory ideas which are coming fast and furious into patient care as rapidly as possible. If you ask me what TGen does best with that Purple Pansy support is get the best ideas to the people that need them right away. What keeps me up at night is not having enough time to read what I should about what other people are doing against the disease. But most importantly, what can I do for a person where the therapy's not working for them? Or for the new person coming in who's just starting? And that's the worry. What can we do next?
Good evening to you all. My name is Tim Brown, and as the president of Kroger's Atlanta division, it's an honor to be with you tonight as we come together to show our support to families and loved ones who've been directly impacted by pancreatic cancer. I'm proud to say that over the last few years, Kroger's been a premier sponsor and advocate for the work of Purple Pansies. They've helped fund research, development, and ultimately a cure for pancreatic cancer. As you know, this year has brought us many challenges to say the least. However, with the resiliency of Maria, Purple Pansies, Kroger, and more importantly, our Atlanta community, we knew we could not stay down for long. This year's Seed to Harvest event is Purple Pansies' first online event, and even though it's a little different, we still have the ability to unite and create impactful, life-saving changes on this very evening. The Seed to Harvest mission originated from wanting to give back to our community and has supported Purple Pansy for the last 11 years. You'll hear more in depth about these initiatives here shortly. However, it all stems back to the idea of planting seeds of love, gratitude, appreciation, empathy, and care all throughout our community while continuing to nourish these relationships until they grow into a bountiful harvest that could save a life someday. Before we dive into the event, I want to ask all of you, wherever you are, whatever you're drinking, please raise your glass and join me in a toast. Once again, I want to thank each and every one of you for being in attendance tonight. May we all live long, happy, fulfilled lives and not take any day for granted. May we deeply love our neighbor in every opportunity we come across. And lastly, may we have a successful evening of planting seeds that will change not only our lives, but lives and families of many generations to come. Cheers. And now it is my distinct honor to introduce a young lady who really needs no introduction. We can hear a few words from a woman we all know and love, the founder of Purple Pansies, Mrs. Maria Fundora.
Familia, I'm talking to you tonight from Villa Sofia Farm. I welcome you. This year during quarantine, I was able to spend a lot more time on the farm and being able to watch the seeds grow. And in watching that came the message of our gala this year, Seed to Harvest. And being able to take that harvest to be able to nourish our communities, the Kroger associates that are on the front lines during this pandemic, and nourish all of the health workers. COVID-19 has changed the way that we do business, how we interact with one another. And it has also changed the protocol about diagnosis and treatment. For pancreatic cancer, it is like a ticking time bomb. Time is of the essence for diagnosis and treatment. I lost my mom in 3 months without being able to have an opportunity to fight. That's why pancreatic cancer in particular needs your support now more than ever to provide research and awareness in trying to find a cure for pancreatic cancer. Year to date, we've been able to raise up to $2 million to support TGen through their research efforts. We would not have been able to take that initial seed that was planted in my heart when I lost my mother to a full harvest by the support of Kroger and their supporters and all of your individual contributions to be able to help families that have been impacted by pancreatic cancer. I ask you to continue to help us where we will live in a world where there will be a cure for pancreatic cancer.
I absolutely love Maria on the farm. She continues to show us what love, family, and community truly means at the deepest level. So much that her familia is actually right here, standing right off camera together, holding each other arm in arm, watching their mother. And it is so beautiful to watch. Maria, thank you for being such an inspiration to all of us here and hopefully all of you at home. It's no wonder that people like Tim Brown of Kroger and Dr. Van Hoff of TGen are on her team to help spread the word about the impact that Purple Pansies is making in the pancreatic community. As Maria mentioned, time is of the essence when it comes to pancreatic cancer. So if you are being led to give, don't wait. You can make a difference right now. No matter how big or how small, every dollar counts. Simply click on that donate button in your GiveSmart portal and text the number 76278 and type the word purple to follow the prompts to give. I already see more donations coming in, so I've got William Ozier at $100. I've got Harvey Kaufman at $250. I see Jan Locke at $125. Brenda Sparico at $250 and Jan Martinez at $500. That has happened while we are here tonight. Friends, don't let it stop you now. Go ahead and make your donations so you can have your name called on camera too. 10 minutes left on these premier auction items, and we see you in there bidding away for your chance to win a romantic Tuscan getaway or lock in an entire year of dinners at Casa Nova. Now keep in mind, these dinners don't have to be date nights either. This is a great package to share with your closest friends, your parents, or even treat a colleague who needs a delicious, cozy meal after a rough year. We will be closing these items soon, so make sure to get those bids in while you can. As we all know, this year has been tough for so many, and especially our frontline workers. I'm excited to share with you how Maria and Purple Pansies have stepped up to help others this year by going above and beyond their mission to extend their reach deeper into the community by supporting these important people. Together, Purple Pansies and Casa Nova have served hundreds of meals to nurses and doctors at over half a dozen hospitals. They've served the entire staff of multiple Kroger stores and teamed up with several other nonprofits to help support even more people in need. Hopefully, you're starting to understand how we found our theme for tonight's event, Seed to Harvest, Nourishing Our Community. Now, I invite you to take a look at the impact they were able to make this year.
This year has definitely been a little different. We definitely had something hit that wasn't expected.
March 16th, I think that's when COVID went big, quote unquote. I remember that was the last day that my mom was at the restaurant, and when all of this started happening, I was like, how do we fix it? How do we help?
When the pandemic started, Maria and I sat down and we talked about Purple Pansies and what was going to happen to the organization. During COVID, all we thought about was cancer doesn't stop, and neither will we. So we said, what could we do in the meantime to be able to help our community?
So with her, her reaching out to different hospitals with us to be able to provide the food for them to say, we thank you for what you do.
This means so much to our staff, especially our clinical staff, which includes our critical care nurses that work in the ICU with COVID-19 patients.
And they would walk out and say, oh my gosh, someone's here, and this is for us. It's not just, oh, here's this, or here's another patient, or, no, we brought something just for you to keep you going, to lift your spirits. So to see that they were really grateful for what we were doing was really nice. It was definitely really impactful because first you just hear about the virus and that it's going on, and to wear a mask and to be safe, and it's a different thing when you confront it and you actually see it We even had high schools come to help us and support us and bring signs and stand out there with us, really just to show their help.
We feel like going from the grassroots to where we are now has been an incredible journey. The biggest thing through all this, though, is the community that we've built. There are so many people that are so involved with Purple Pansies, and we're so lucky as an organization to have them help us.
We all work on this locally as a community. I think we can tackle even the bigger problem by starting here.
We are a team, even if it's on looking at it as a small scale as a restaurant. We work together as a team. We need each and every one of us to make it work.
It's very meaningful, and we truly appreciate the work you guys have done to connect us with the community, but also we very much appreciate it.
So knowing that them or someone in their family, like a little kid, is gonna have a meal that day, that's more than enough to know that we've done our part. And that's how I know how to help people, is to feed people.
Being able to feed over 1,000 people through what we've been going through this past year means a lot to me, the fact that I've been a part of it.
This isn't finished, and I don't know when it will be finished, but I know how I can put my part, and my part is to help feed people. And it's just like in the farm, right? You seed to harvest. Well, you may not, some years, well, the plants may not work well this way, so you have to tweak it to make sure that keeps flourishing. So every year has its challenges, but I think that if you keep those core values and that core of how to maintain and see it grow, then you will see it flourish and grow, which is something.
Do pull together, great things can happen.
I believe in Purple Pansies. We're here to save lives and keep those memories going.
If you reach out to us, we're going to help you. That's what we're here for. We're here to raise funds to help people. So if you are part of Purple Pansies as a volunteer, or if you're part of Purple Pansies as a donor, all of what you do for us is what's going to help somebody else survive.
Hi everybody, my name is Greg Jacobson. I am a pancreatic cancer survivor. 3 great words I love to say. Check with your own employers. When you give to Purple Pansies, ask if your employer will match those funds. So your $500 gift is now $1,000. Be like the Purple Pansies Foundations of Give It All Back.
This is a great reminder that it doesn't take much to make a difference in someone's lives. Sometimes, even the little things we do for others can have a life-changing impact on the people we serve. Thank you, Maria, Casa Nova, and Purple Pansies for inspiring us to step out of our comfort zone to do more. Your generosity is both appreciated and valued. Well, friends, I'm excited to share that during the video we had a few donations coming in, so I'm going to call you out now. Jane Siegel at the $500 level. Carla and Stacy Lundy at the $2,500 level. Bill Scarborough at the $150 level. We had Kristen De La Rosa at $2,500, and Ducre at $250, and Bassanati at the $500 level. Let's hear it, team. Let's give them a round of applause. Awesome. So thank you for your continued support. You can always continue to donate, again, just by texting the number that you see on our screen below, or text to give at Purple. The time has come now to start closing our premier items, and we're going to kick it off by closing the first 2 auction items together, which is a year of date nights at Casa Nova and our Blue Ridge Mountain Cabin getaway for an entire week. As we mentioned earlier, this auction's going to look and feel a little bit different tonight, but hey, it's 2020. We're used to different, right? Tonight, the goal is to race against the clock. So get your phones out and get those bitter fingers ready, because I'm about to tell you how this is going to work. Our first 2 items up for grabs will close at the same time. And these will both close, I'm watching the clock here, at 7:36. 7:36. That means that if you want a chance to win, you are going to place that max bid if you want a chance to win both items. That's when the system will bid on your behalf for you up to your maximum donation level. Now let me tell you more about the items. First, we have the Escape to Blue Ridge Mountains. This includes a 7-night stay in a gorgeous mountain home. 4 bedrooms and 3.5 baths, sleeps 10 people, is pet friendly, so you can bring Fido, no worries about that. It's located in the Aska Adventure area, 4 miles from the restaurants and shops of downtown Blue Ridge and the Toccoa River. And here is the kicker, friends. It has a spacious game room, a wet bar, and a hot tub. You're going to be close to hiking, mountain biking, take a little spin down the Toccoa River. So let's get those bids in, because the next item, which is only and just going to close in just a few moments, is the year-long date night package at Casa Nova Restaurant. This includes dinner for 2. It doesn't have to be a date, for once a month for an entire year at Casa Nova, Italian restaurant located right next door here in Alpharetta. Each dinner is going to include your choice of appetizers, salad, entree, dessert, wine, cocktails, valued up to $250 per month. So place those bids, because the clock is ticking. At 6:36, it's going to close, and it's closed. Whew, that was exciting, wasn't it? It's not quite the same without a live audience with their bid pedals, right? That's okay, though. I hope you're staying tuned and keeping those bids going right in your phone. Okay. If you didn't win those last items, you can bid on our next items, because we have an awesome vacation and experience for you coming up. Next, we have an amazing opportunity to enjoy your very own beautiful Tuscan Villa vacation, or an intimate private wine tasting for 20 people right here in Cork and Glass with Pepe Fundora. Just like the first 2, these items will close together at the same time at 6:38, sorry, 6:38, not 7. See, we're not even live, we're in the future. That's how good we are. Thank you for laughing. All right, let's hear about our items. All right, let's push it out. We're going to say 6:39. I'm going to give you an extra minute. All right, I know many of you have been sitting at home feeling like, when will I ever be able to get away and off my couch and out of my pajamas? Well, here's your chance, my friends. Give yourself something to look forward to by bidding on the magical experience to Tuscany with no expiration date. That's a key ingredient here. You get your choice from 13 different villas, each with their unique specialty, whether it's a balcony overlooking the beautiful rolling hills of Manciano, or a view all the way to the Mediterranean Ocean, or even a cozy cottage with that old world charm but modern amenities. This experience includes a 7-night stay for up to 4 guests, and you'll only be a short 1.5-hour drive to Rome, so you can soak up the history while you're there. But if you'd rather stay closer to home, we also have our private wine tasting. This is going to be for 20 people, and if you can't find 20 people, I love wine, so feel free to invite me. I'd be happy to entertain you. And this includes 6 premium tasting wines curated by our certified sommelier, who's also the owner and who you've met tonight, Pepe Fundora, who has been putting together an amazing experience for you. This is going to include heavy premium hors d'oeuvres, and he may even throw in some extra goodies while you're here if you're nice. Now, he didn't tell me that, so you can hold him to it. So place those bid, folks, because the clock is ticking. You have a few more seconds left. So remember, you've got your trip to Tuscany, to Manciano, Italy, or a 20-person wine tasting right here in the Cork and Glass, where you're going to taste those 6 premium wines with Pepe Fundora. So place those bids. I know the clock is ticking. Let's hear the drum roll, folks. And it's closed. Congratulations to our auction winners, and thank you if you were bidding, whether you won or not, because it takes 2 to make an auction. So next up, I'm so excited to bring you back to Pepe Fundora, who's going to tell you a little bit more about your next course of dinner. But keep in mind that our silent auction closes at 7 p.m., so you still have a chance to bid. So Pepe, tell us a little bit more about the dinner that we have coming up.
No, of course, but first, thanks, Maven. That's an awesome, lot of wonderful people bidding. It's been so great seeing everyone come in. But everyone at home, you have this wonderful chicken franchise. It's probably our most, if not I want to say it is our most popular item that we have. Nice chicken.
Now that's what we had for dinner last night, right? At rehearsal?
Yeah.
Amazing, my friends. I actually can testify to that.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that, right, chicken franchise, lemon butter white wine sauce, a little bit of veggies from our garden, super awesome. And then, of course, you get this wonderful glass of Tribute Cabernet at home. So another one, family-owned and operated winery. It's fantastic. And then, so cheers to that. As you can see, we're enjoying some here as well. But
Indeed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It smells delicious. I'm not drinking yet, but maybe afterwards if we meet our goal. You hear that? I need you, friends. I need you. So thank you so much, Pepe. I know many of you are enjoying these fabulous dinners, maybe a little bit of wine, learning more about how Purple Pansies has given back to our community. But this next segment is truly the reason why we're all here tonight. So I invite you to take a moment and get a chance to meet some of our pancreatic cancer survivors that we met while preparing for this event and share their stories about how Purple Pansies has brought them hope.
My name is Giovanni Brown. I'm 4 years old. This is my piggy bank. I got it to donate my money. Please give money to Purple Pansies.
My name is Elizabeth O'Connor. I'm a stage 4 pancreatic cancer survivor. I was diagnosed on November 5th of 2010.
My name is Judy Dobbs, and I'm Elizabeth's mom, and that was the hardest day of my life.
The first doctor that I came in contact with and told me that there wasn't much that could be done.
I was in disbelief that my 31-year-old precious daughter could be so ill.
I like to think that I'm living with pancreatic cancer, not dying. So if my kids don't have to go through that, that would be good. You know, my hope comes from God. Knowing that Purple Pansies has donated grant money to families like mine just helps ease the burden of cancer. It makes me happy. And that, you know, a young child would be so giving.
Will you help me donate?
Pancreatic cancer was not an event or a term that was in my life at all until 10 years ago. And it will be 10 years in October of this year, 2020, that my daughter, Elizabeth O'Connor, was pregnant with her second child. She lost so much weight during the second trimester and just got in such bad shape that they actually put her in the hospital and took my grandson cesarean, 7 weeks premature. 2 weeks later, at the end of October, this was October the 10th that he was born, 2 weeks later we found out that she had stage 4 pancreatic cancer that had metastasized to her ovaries. As a dad, I really didn't know what to do at that point. We only had one daughter, and certainly on my mind was, this can't be true. This just can't be happening. We found a very good local doctor in Atlanta, a South African, who started her in a chemo process. He subsequently introduced us to what I will tell you today is the world's leading physician in practice dealing and research and trying to beat pancreatic cancer, and that's Dr. Daniel Von Hoff. I got introduced through that to a host of number of people as I asked, what can I do to help these guys? And it was through that process that one of the people that I met was Maria, and her experience with pancreatic cancer with her mother, and her desire to really do what I was trying to do. And she'd already lost her mother, but her desire was for other people not to lose family members and to defeat pancreatic cancer. My daughter, Elizabeth O'Connor, would not be alive today if it was not for the fundraising and the support of the research and development that the doctors have been able to do through these funds to create the next thing or next medication that would be used to fight and sustain life. Hi, I'm Randy Dobbs. I'm a very avid supporter of Maria and Purple Pansies, and I hope that my message to you today will reinforce your desire to be a supporter of Purple Pansies as well.
These stories are so touching. I'd like to extend a big thank you to Elizabeth, Judy, Tiona, and Randy for opening up your hearts to share your journey with us. You are not just survivors in our eyes, you are warriors, and you are an inspiration to all of us to live every day to the absolute fullest. Friends, we've now reached the point in our evening where you get to make a difference in the lives of those who have been affected by pancreatic cancer. And with your help, we can make a difference tonight by saving lives in the future. For the next few minutes, I'm going to tell you about how Purple Pansies is creating impact with your dollars in the fight against pancreatic cancer. Once again, you can give by going into your GiveSmart portal and clicking the donate button and selecting the amount that feels comfortable to you. Or you can also text 76278 and follow the prompts to make your donations. Don't forget that every single donation that comes in tonight will be matched dollar for dollar. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't think of a better way to spend my money than to let someone else double it. So to start off this portion of the event, we have a very special surprise for one of our survivors who you just met, Elizabeth Dobbs. Elizabeth, I hope you're watching tonight because it's with extreme excitement that I share with you, your father, Randy, has offered a $20,000 donation in your honor. So everyone keep in mind that that's actually $40,000 and that your dollars will also be doubled by our match donor. Randy, you for your extreme generosity tonight. We are sending you our deepest and most heartfelt thank you for this touching donation. We hope that Randy's donation has inspired you to give as well. And now I'm going to share where these dollars will go, and hopefully you'll understand the value and importance of research. I know for a fact that R&D is one of the leading reasons our medical community is able to find solutions to complex health issues. We need your support to fund these important medical discoveries, and I'm about to tell you how. At the $10,000 level, your dollars will help researchers identify new treatment options for pancreatic cancer, which is one of the most fatal and challenging cancers to treat. And we already have a donation at that level. Thank you so much to the Chalovich Family Foundation at the $10,000 mark. We appreciate your support tonight, and we hope you're enjoying that dinner. I'm watching you, saw you earlier, Jeff. At the $5,000 level, your dollars will fund an experienced clinical trial administrator as they apply for federal funding for clinical trials of promising new medications. Now, clinical trials are imperative for researchers to be able to test out the discoveries they've made in a lab. These clinical trials can be a long and arduous process. And in a few minutes, you're going to meet Howard, who was a welcome recipient of a clinical trial when his pancreatic cancer reemerged after being in remission for close to 5 years. You're going to hear him say directly that this clinical trial essentially helped to save his life. Can you support at the $5,000 level to support one of these life-saving clinical trials? And remember, that $5,000 actually turns to $10,000. So make those donations now, friends. At the $2,500 level, your dollars will help fund laboratory tests for early-stage anti-cancer drugs. Now, this is an important one as well, because those early-stage anti-cancer drugs are what help go in. Reggie, if you'll just scroll back up, please, help go in to make sure that we can provide the treatment to tackle that cancer before it gets any further down the line. And we'd like to thank, at the $2,500 level, the Fogus Family Giving Trust. Thank you so much for your support. We can clap. I'd also like to thank David Castleberry. Thank you for your generous donation of $3,000 in honor of your wife, Tanya, who passed away from pancreatic cancer. We're thinking of you and keeping you in our hearts tonight. Friends, lab testing is not easy or cheap. Help provide our researchers with the support they need to make important discoveries by using modern-day medical advancements in the lab at that $2,500 level mark. And thank you again for making these donations. Now, at the $1,000 level, folks, you know that time you got sick and the doctor prescribed you some medicine to help you feel better? Remember when you went to pick up the prescription and your eyes popped out of your head when you saw the price tag? Well, you can't even imagine how expensive cancer medication is. Help us keep shelves stocked so that when the next big idea hits, we too can hit the ground running, and that's going to be possible by your $1,000 donation tonight. Martha Vargas, we see you. Thank you for your generous support at the $1,000 level. We so appreciate you. Is it fun to have your name called out on camera? I've always wondered. At the $500 level, this will provide a centrifuge to a lab that's dedicated to fighting cancer. You're probably saying, what is a centrifuge? Well, I actually had to look this up. So this is a device that helps separate particles, such as reading blood samples, so that they can understand what is the complex makeup in those particles that can be tackled and identified as leading causes of cancer. So at the $500 level, help provide a centrifuge to a lab that is dedicated to fighting pancreatic cancer. All right, we're in the home stretch, my friends. At the $100 level, this will cover the cost of exome sequencing for one patient. Now, the purpose of exome sequencing is to try to find a genetic cause of signs and symptoms. This is a critical step in discovering and understanding the whys behind pancreatic cancer, which is one of the most fatal cancers today. And on that note, we'd like to take a moment to honor, if you haven't heard, that we recently lost the Divine Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg to pancreatic cancer this weekend. May her legacy shine bright and the influence she made in our world not be forgotten. We have so many donations coming in tonight. I see they're coming over here with sheets of paper with Sharpies and circled numbers. Patrick O'Connor at the $500 level, thank you. The Edges family at the $100 level. We've got Pamela Wilkinson at the $100 level. David Dowser at the $100 level. Gloria Buis at the $250 level. Lawrence Saybrock at the $100 level. Aaron Massey, Paul Yates at the $100 level. Thank you for your support, friends. I told you we were live. And we have so many donations still coming in. I see them furiously over there tallying up, and we are going to get to that tally and hopefully report to you at the end of the night how much we've raised. And it's good to know that every dollar raised tonight will go towards advancing medicine, research, and clinical trials, which will ultimately lead to saving more lives. We would now like to give you an inside look from a medical perspective of where we stand in the world today of medical oncology. We had the privilege of talking to Howard, an 18-year cancer survivor, and hear what it's like from a patient's perspective. but we also spoke with one of the leading doctors in the field of oncology and hematology who happens to be based right here in Atlanta at Northside Hospital Cancer Institute. Let's take a look.
My name is Howard Young, and I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer on December 19th, 2002. When I found out that it had recurred for the first time, I've been getting a scan, a CT scan, and every 3 months, and then it went to every 6 months. So then when, you're always a little anxious, and I was feeling pretty good after 5 years. I thought, well, this is behind me. And I was feeling great. And so I had a scan. I never forget where I was. I'd taken my dad to the doctor. It was a rare opportunity for me to try to get back to him. I got a call from my oncologist. He said, Howard, we got your results, and you have some nodules in both lungs. He said, we need to have a needle biopsy done. Ironically, that was a tumor that would have qualified me for the phase 1 trial. It was a nodule that was the largest. But they said the good news is, Howard, the trial is using 2 FDA-approved drugs, so we can mimic the trial here in Atlanta, and you can basically have the trial without being on the trial. And so I did that, and that's where I had the great result that I did.
I am Dr. Carlos Franco Garcia. I've been practicing hematology and oncology for 32 years. It has been an amazing journey working with Purple Pansies. I met Maria when she brought her mother, Illuminata Milan, to be treated in my office for pancreas cancer. During that time, Maria and I became good friends, and after her mother died, she was deeply hurt, moved by what had happened, and decided to start Purple Pansies, the largest fundraising organization in pancreas cancer, at least in Georgia. Over the years, I have seen that there are many diseases that are, quote, popular. Pancreas cancer has never been in the public eye more than for a few minutes or a few things or a few pieces of advertisement here and there, or it may not be as common as other cancers, but it's one that has been very difficult to treat, very difficult to understand. Back in 2007, we really didn't have any of the tools that we have now with regards to treatment. I think the main thing as far as funding is just the development and the funding of clinical trials, because we need clinical trials to be able to find out if something is going to work, but also funding to develop new drugs based on bench research. Let's say that you find a target in the cancer cells, and there is no drug for that target. Then it costs money to develop the drug for that target.
My name is Howard Young, and I'm a proud supporter of Purple Pansies.
I wholeheartedly support Purple Pansies. I've done it for more than 10 years. I'll be here to the end.
Wow, isn't that just incredible? It really is remarkable to see how far we've come in such a short amount of time. But in the same boat, it's hopeful and exciting to see where we are heading with earlier diagnosis and better treatment, because you are making that happen, folks. Now, I do want to let you know, we have about 1.5 minutes left on that silent auction. So I know there's some good back and forth going, so get those bids in, because it will be closing right at 7 p.m. Now, another amazing thing that Purple Pansies has recognized is a need for assistance for families who are struggling to keep up financially from all of the medical bills, especially those who have college on the horizon. So as you know, Maria lost her mother to pancreatic cancer in 2007 and understands the effects of pancreatic cancer on a deeply personal level, which is why we are so excited to announce that we have created a scholarship to offer to a young student who has also felt the impact of living with a parent or guardian who's battling pancreatic cancer. Now, this scholarship has been created for next year, 2021, to honor the memory of Illuminata Milan, mother of Maria Fandora, following her courageous fight against the disease. Now, our goal with the Fight Against Pancreatic Cancer Scholarship is to help other families across the country who have been affected by pancreatic cancer. And our hope is that the scholarship will both raise awareness and attention to those fighting against the disease, as well as ease the financial burden of college for these families while they are going through this difficult time. So please stay tuned in the coming months to find out if you are eligible for this scholarship. All right, folks, once again, we are back with Mr. Pepe Fundora, and he's going to let us know what we're having for dessert tonight.
This is one of my favorites that we do at the restaurant. It's our homemade tiramisu. So you have lady fingers dipped into coffee and Kahlua. So nice mascarpone cheese, a little powdered cocoa on top. Super delicious. Everywhere in Italy, right?
Pepe, got my sweet tooth jumping over here, man. Oh, man, that sounds delicious.
So super awesome. And then in case anyone at home wanted to have something with it, you do have some wonderful brews from New Realm Brewing. So my friends Carrie Falcone and Mitch Steele, awesome people at New Realm. If you haven't checked out their beers, check them out. They're here at the wine shop, so you can have that, or you can save it for another day. So
cool, awesome.
Yeah, great dessert.
Well, man, that sounds amazing. We hope you've all enjoyed your dinners and wines. Pepe's been taking great care of you tonight. And what a way to wrap us up, Pepe.
Of course.
Thank you so much.
Yep, thank you.
Now, that silent auction is closed. So congratulations to all of our winners in the silent auction. Thank you so much for participating, and enjoy those items. So, now I know the evening has been full of surprises and announcement, but we actually have just one more big announcement for you tonight. And we wanted to save this celebration for the very end, as if to put a resounding stamp on such an unexpected but pivotal event for Purple Pansies. So prior to tonight, we received a call, and we are excited to reveal that we received an additional donation for $250,000, folks. Wow. Wow. From the bottom of our hearts, everyone in the Purple Pansies community could not be more grateful for this donation. And now, we have one last word straight from Maria herself. Please enjoy.
As we close out this evening, I want to take an opportunity to bring out a couple of people that are very important to me. First, Jan Chalovich, my co-chair and board member, who throughout this journey, Purple Pansies would not be where it is today. Her love and her dedication to the cause of being able to find a cure and helping families that have been impacted by pancreatic cancer. And also my friends, Tim and Angie Brown, who I call them friends, but they're actually family, who has been with me for the entire 11 years. He represents Kroger, and without his support and Angie's support, we would not be here today. And I just want to take the opportunity to thank all of them, to say thank you. Without your love, we would not be here. Without you believing in hope, we would not be here. Without believing that there could be a cure for pancreatic cancer, we would not be here. And without your belief in helping families and communities, we would not be here. I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. God bless you. As we close this evening,
folks, we are so excited to announce that we have raised tonight over $1 million! Cheers, cheers.
Thanks to our so generous, anonymous match donor, we have been able to reach that $1 million plus mark. What an accomplishment.
Isn't that so amazing?
So incredible.
See, I knew we could do it. Maria.
There's tears. People are crying. It's happening.
Maria, a direct message to you, and I think I can speak for everyone who knows you when I say this, that we love you and we thank you, and we would not be anywhere near where we are today without you. So thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, everyone at home, thank you so much for tuning in tonight and being a part of this special event. Fingers crossed, we cannot wait to be with you again in person next year. Please enjoy the rest of your evening. And we hope to see you very soon, my friends. Good night.
Salud.
Salud.